there was an 8th grade girl who just started to not like me. I'm really not sure what happened and when it happened, but it was pretty awful. The hardest part I think for me was I never told anyone. I just kept thinking this is part of middle school. She'll get over it. She'll find somebody else to not like. Um, I would say about 6 months of nonstop bullying is what happened to me, and it all took place around the cafeteria time. I actually couldn't go into the cafeteria. She wouldn't let me. Every time I did, it would turn into making fun of me or making me cry, throwing things at me, just stuff that I just wasn't willing to put up with anymore, but yet I wouldn't go tell anyone. So instead, I went to the snack machine, and I would get Cheez-Its and peanut M&Ms and a Dr. Pepper, and I would go into the bathroom and I would sit on the top of the toilet every day and eat lunch. And none of my friends knew where I was going, none of my teachers. I never told my mom. I was embarrassed. I was afraid that they would take her to the office and then I would get in trouble, or she would get, her friends to turn on me and it would be even worse. So I just kept quiet and ate the same thing every day in the bathroom. And I can't tell you how many tears I shed and how unworthy I felt to even be at the school, how it changed my confidence level, it changed everything about me. And my parents knew something was going on, but everyone always chalked it up to, you're in middle school, it's hormones, that's whenever everybody changes and all that other stuff. But it was more than that. It was my world around. I literally could not get past all of this. Every day I would be in a great mood up until lunch. And then lunch, I'd go eat lunch in my bathroom, and then the rest of the day I would pretend like it never happened. And it was the hardest thing I've ever gone through my entire life. So
my older brother was a bully. He's about 3 years older than I am, and growing up, he was just really mean, and not in a normal older brother, because you have siblings and you beat up on your siblings and whatever. But it was kind of a constant thing, and I learned to avoid him and to hide from him, and not to do things that would make him angry or things like that. So it kind of it went on for years.
I grew up in a small town, and it was very much a town that was based on football and athletics. And if you weren't really into that, then it was kind of hard to survive. And I was the theater kid and the choir kid and the band kid and the art kid, and so I never really clicked and fit in with school there. And so I got a lot of ridicule, and I don't have the most masculine of personalities or mannerisms. The word to use is effeminate, and I've learned over the years to just accept that and love that. And I've found people in my life who do accept that and love that. But at that time in my life, it was very, very difficult waking up every morning and going to school. And people would make fun of me. They would give me a hard time. They would call me gay. They would just ridicule everything that I did. There were many times that I would just go home and beg my mom to not make me ever go back to school again because it was awful. And it all came to a head one day. It was my sophomore year of high school, I believe, and I was sitting in homeroom just minding my own business, trying not to be seen. That was the best thing to do, was just to hide. And this kid in my class, my homeroom class, like all of a sudden he was standing in front of me, in front of my desk, and I looked up and was about to ask him what was going on, and he just punched me right in the face and asked me why I was such a faggot, and then went and sat down. And I remember being humiliated, and I remember feeling awful, and I remember leaving that room and sitting in the principal's office, and I remember my mom coming and picking me up from school and her sitting down and asking me if I was gay. I remember the principal telling my mom, you know, we're really sorry that this happened, and we want it to not happen in the future, so you might talk to your son about the things he wears or the things that he does so that maybe he could fit in a little bit better. And basically just saying, you know, well, he needs to just change. And it was miserable and it was awful. To this day, I still have trouble with that. I wake up every morning and I look at myself in the mirror and I wonder, you know, is the shirt that I'm wearing gonna make someone give me a hard time, or the clothes that I'm wearing? And I criticize everything that I do all the time. Those voices don't ever really leave your head. They always stay there. Even though it was, you know, 15 years ago, it's still there and it's still very prominent. I hate watching myself on video. If I was watching this video right now, I would hate it because I hate the way I sound. I hate the way I look. But God's amazing, and He's put amazing people in my life, and my confidence has come back.
Step up so others won't get stepped on.
Step up so others don't get stepped on.
Step up so that others don't get stepped on.